Hello indie community, Scott the Indie Vlogger here, and welcome to another indie intro. Today I'd like to introduce you to a game called Rec Room. Rec Room is an online social virtual reality game available through Steam and Oculus. What you're going to see in the background as I'm talking about it is me soloing one of the 4 quests available in Rec Room. As you can see, looking around, the game actually has an interesting style to it. I mean, you see lockers, but you also see like these little orcs on wheels, and it looks like a castle has been built in a school hallway, which is exactly what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like this activity was put on by the theater department. In fact, that's what they say with the quest. They say the name of the quest, in this case, Golden Trophy, put on by the theater department. So as you go through, everything in it looks like it's put on by some school theater. You can even these little flying creatures, they're hanging by ropes from the ceiling. You know, you can't hurt them by hitting their rope. You have to shoot them directly, but it just adds to that made by a school theater department feel to it. Now, Rec Room has multiple activities, not just these quests. But again, there are 4 different quests. This one and another one called Crimson Cauldron both have these orcs and flying goblins and that kind of feel to it. And there's one that's a little more futuristic called Rise of the Jumbotron. It's basically the Jumbotron in the basketball department has become sentient and is trying to take over, and you have to battle his robot minions to get to him and take him down. There's one called The Lost Skull, which is a little more like a pirate quest. All of the enemies are like pirate skeletons. You start on a pirate ship, you go to the island where they've got buried treasure, and you're trying to work your way through and basically beat all the pirates. I have not yet finished that one. I finished the other 3. I have not finished the Lost Skulls yet. But again, the quests are not the only activities available in Rec Room. Just as the name suggests, it's like a Boys and Girls Club recreation room or a school recreation center. The main section of Rec Room actually is a big open area where you can get together with people and play. They've got a basketball court there. It's really weird playing basketball in virtual reality, by the way. They have got like a little ping pong table. They've got a little area where you can sit around. They've got couches. Now, you don't actually sit in couches in VR. Once upon a time, I had someone over and he tried to sit in a chair that was in a game he was playing in virtual reality. The chair's not really there, and so he wound up on his back. It was hilarious. My wife and I still laugh about it to this day. There's couches and chairs that decorate the area. You can't really sit in them. If you want to sit down, you need to put a chair and sit down in real life. But it's just a place where you can gather with people and talk and laugh and have a good time. Aside from that, there are all kinds of different activities built in. Now, aside from these quests, the first activity I actually participate in is called Paddleball. So there's this room that has a little area caged in. That's basically a place where you play paddleball with 2 different people, one-on-one. You each get a racket, there's a ball. The ball is not affected by gravity, which is a little weird. It kind of takes a little time to get used to, but it is inside an enclosed area. And so you hit the ball back and forth, trying to get it past to the wall behind the person behind them to score a point. And the first one to 5 points wins. They have an activity that's called soccer. In soccer, it's basically laid out like a normal soccer field. You've got the goals on either side. But instead of a regular sized soccer ball, it's this gigantic ball as big as a person. And it's 4-on-4, 2 teams. The team with the highest score wins in the end. And they do some interesting things with it where to kick the ball, you actually... Movement itself in the game is teleportation. So to kick the ball, you teleport into the ball and it kicks it. And it winds up causing some really strange things when 2 people from opposite sides run into the ball.
All right, we gotta make it past this level this time.
Now, one quick thing. If you notice my character right here, you can only see the torso, head, and hands of the character. There's no legs, no arms, no feet. That's how the developers have handled dealing with the parts of the body that you cannot see by the controllers. So the hands are where the controllers are, the head is where the headset is, and the body basically lines itself up according to the location of and orientation of the head. And then you don't have to worry about legs or anything like that. It's pretty cartoony, but a lot of fun. I actually really like the style, the artistic style of it. Also, everything you see on my character, I can define myself. I put that quiver on because in the quests, I prefer to use the bow. But there are actually other weapons. You can use a sword and shield in the Crimson Cauldron. You can use wands. In the Rise of the Jumbotron, you're actually using laser guns, and it's a little more futuristic. And then in the Lost Skulls, you get pirate swords, cutlasses, and you can use brooms, you can use stools, just about anything to fight with. So I basically put on the clothes that I thought looked like an archer to me because it fit how I do these quests. But you get people who put beards on, long hair, t-shirt, ball caps. You can basically dress yourself however you want. And as you're playing the game, you earn new ways to customize your character. Okay, so we've talked about paddleball, soccer, the quests. There's also laser tag, where you use the laser weapons that you would in Rise of the Jumbotron. There's a few different types of laser weapons. You've got a laser pistol, which is the default. Whenever you respawn, you start with a laser pistol in your hand. The laser pistol takes 5 shots, and then you have to cock it to continue shooting. You can get a machine gun that shoots, I think, like 10 shots, rapid fire, and then you have to cock it. You've got a shotgun. It shoots 3 shots, and then you have to reload it. And then a sniper rifle. And the sniper rifle, again, takes 3 shots before you have to reload. The sniper rifle has sights. It doesn't have a scope. Let's see. The laser tag you only have 1 level of. Everybody plays in the same level, and it's a 4-on-4 red versus blue team battle. The team with the most kills in the end wins. And then in there you also have a bunch of robots on your team, like your minions, that help you in the battle. And as you kill players, you get 10 points, or if you kill the strong bots, you get 10 points. All the other bots, you get 2 points for it. And then the score at the end decides who wins. There's also a game of paintball. Now, paintball is like laser tag, except with paintball they have a whole bunch of different levels, mostly outside. Laser tag is inside in a dark room with like black lights and fluorescent everything, and paintball's outside, and it looks a little more like you would expect a paintball course to look like. You've got barrels and things to hide behind. The paintball, again, has multiple weapons. You've got your pistol. The pistol doesn't have to be reloaded. It just has a bit of a cooldown. You can shoot it almost as fast as you can pull the trigger. And the bullets of the paintball pistol arc, so you have to take that into effect. The lasers on the laser tag don't arc, but the paintball pistol does. In paintball, you also have a shotgun. The shotgun has a limited distance. So you have to make sure when you're using the shotgun, you know what that distance is, and the player that you're shooting at is in that range. If they're outside that range, no matter what, you're not going to hit them. They also have a sniper rifle, but the sniper rifle in paintball does have a sniper scope on it, which is pretty cool. And then they also have a shield that you can pick up and block. So you got the pistol, shotgun, sniper, and there's also a rapid fire machine gun that shoots, I think, 5 shots rapid fire, and then it has to cool down, and you gotta wait a second to shoot it again. So those are the more active of games. Your soccer, your paintball, your laser tag. Then there's also a game of charades. Now, charades, outside of Rec Room, charades is like you draw a card and then you have to act out what the card says. You can't say anything, and people have to guess from your actions. In Rec Room, you're given this kind of a paint gun that allows you to draw 3D props. So you draw the card, or you pick your card, and then you draw something with the gun, and you can act along with what you drew to try to get people to guess. Now, they don't block off your voice, so you do get people who just get up and talk and try to describe what the card is, which is annoying. It's a lot more fun when people try to play the game the way it's meant to be played rather than trying to cheat and win. But for the most part, you get into one of those games and you just have a good time. You can play up to 4 people. There's 2 different versions. You can play a team battle where you've got 2 teams of 4 trying to beat each other, but your time limit is shorter in that one. Or you can play everybody on the same team, and you get a little bit longer to do the drawing and the acting to get people to guess. I prefer everybody on the same team, but both are fun. There's also an activity called disc golf. Disc golf, there are 2 different courses to play on. One of them is basically like a normal disc golf course. You got your disc, you got the baskets you need to get them into, and normal hazards that you would find, water, forested areas, things like that. The other one is called propulsion, and it adds a little bit of difficulty to it. They put these fans in place that blow your discs off course, and so you have to try and use or work around those fans to be able to finish the course. Now, when I got into it, I thought it would be a little more like actual disc golf, but again, you're in virtual reality. Things aren't quite like real life, and so you have to get a little used to virtual disc golf. Again, the full purpose and the most fun you get out of Rec Room is playing with other people. I am in this particular video playing by myself, soloing, trying to do something that's really difficult. But most of the fun comes from playing with other people.
So they're watching for a shark fin going through the ground there. Come on. Come on. Headshot. 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 What the? Oh. What was that?
And it looks like at this point this is the end. I'm actually right at the point where I'm just about to finish off the boss.
Shoot you a couple times.
This boss has a target on his back, and that's the only way you can hurt him, is hitting him in the back on that target. And that's it. Beat the quest solo, and
25 minutes.
as you can tell, I'm awfully proud of myself right there. Throw my
It was a solo run.
bow in the air.
Yay!
When you accomplish or when you finish a quest, there's a chest at the end that has your prize. In this case, I got this new outfit. I didn't really like it, so I didn't put it on. But that is the game, Rec Room.
Thank you.
If you have access to a virtual reality headset, you absolutely need to try it out. If you don't have access, I would say make a friend or get one, because you're going to love it. That's all the time I have for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope that in these indie intros, you find a game that you can love. And I hope to see you next time. If you really enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.